Welcome to Put Me on Switch, episode 101 with Zulu Mecca. In 3, 2, 1, action.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What it do? What it do? It's your boy DJ Switch. If you don't know, now you know, suckers. And yeah, man, we're coming to live from M Studios. And yo, all I can say is that, yo, man, we took a bit of a break, but hey, man, we had to because we had to realign ourselves and see what's happening. You know what you gotta do? You gotta like, subscribe, share the interview, share the freestyles, and let us know who you'd like to see on the show. Also, if you got any local brand you'd like to, share with us, we'll share it with the people. Obviously, I'll be rocking it. I'll be wearing it wherever I go, and of course, give you guys props. But yo, it's all about up and coming artists. Maybe not so up and coming. Some are just out there doing the damn things, and some of the people you don't actually know. Right, and that's the whole idea, is to obviously share what's happening in the space of R&B, hip hop. In actual fact, any genre that's happening out here in South Africa, we'll try and cover that. But yo, we're gonna get straight into it. We got none other than Zulu Mecca.
Yeah.
Yo,
What up, Switch?
thank you. Yo, you busy out here.
Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
Who is Zulu Mecca? Like, I mean, for people who don't know out there,
Yeah,
right? Who
yeah.
is Zulu Mecca?
Man, Zulu Mecca, real name Mandi Sanduna. I'm from Durban. I'm a rapper. Yeah,
Durban,
exactly.
right? It's
Exactly.
Durban.
Got
Y'all got
that
the sauce,
pressure.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Something
but
in the
okay.
water.
There is something in the water. That 2-liter bottle. You know the one with the sand. You
exactly,
see?
exactly. Get you one of those.
Yo,
you know what I'm
always
saying?
gotta bring one of those, right?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm from Durban. I'm an actress. I'm a rapper. I'm a writer, voice artist, all-around entertainer. Yeah.
Yo, you everything.
I try.
Right.
Move everything.
I
yeah.
want to know, right? And I think this is a subject or a topic that's happening right now.
Yeah.
We're in a space. I mean, obviously, like from listening to your music, yo, you for it, right? Yo, you gotta listen. You gotta listen to them damn bars. Expression seems right now. There's a joint. I gotta speak about that joint, and I gotta save it on my Spotify.
Yeah.
It's on Mzansi Raps right now.
Okay.
Iller than the rest, I think it is.
Iller than, yeah.
Yo, you fighting out there, man.
I got to.
Yo, I want to know, right? And obviously, in your songs, you can hear this is for the craft.
Yeah.
Right. You're
yeah.
about the boom bap. You're about the culture.
Yeah.
A lot of people today, are chasing the clout. They're chasing the fame, and I think it's because it's a one-way ticket out of whatever situation you got.
Yeah.
And that's also okay because we can tell really great stories from it, etc., etc., etc. Do you think that the music culture is kind of washed out right now?
I think it's just about what people prioritize,
Yeah.
right? So I think the music trends, we go through phases where people do appreciate more lyrical content more,
Yeah.
but then there's some times when people just want to like trap out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just about what consumers prioritize at that point in time. You can drop the greatest, most lyrical rap song. If people aren't ready for it, if it's not the climate for it, it's gonna sink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then if you just get that timing right, then it can be the biggest song in the country. You know what I mean? So it's just it's about what's, I guess, the trends. I hate that word, but it's about what's trending at the time.
Right,
Yeah.
and I think when you do say that it's it's the trends, we sort of get kind of boxed into our sound because that's sort of like what's happening right now. Even though we're trying to be out the box, but a lot of people then follow a sound, and even though they say, well, I'm not trying to be boxed and blah blah yada yada yada, but people trying to drop according to what's in the market right now. But listen to your stuff, you're not even trying to. You're just creating your own lane.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Where does the inspiration come from?
I mean, I think it helped that I sort of spent so long honing my craft. You know what I mean? I didn't just come out the box and sort of got famous off this rap thing really
Sure.
quick and
Yeah.
found myself in a position where I can't produce high quality constantly.
Right.
I did take that time. I mean, the privilege that I have is that I do other things. The privilege that I have is that I'm not hungry. You're
getting the out of my, you're getting your better food somewhere else. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Because music needs a lot of investment. Music needs a lot of time, right? So if you're doing music to pay the bills, it's tricky, right? Because
but you signed to stay low though.
Yeah.
They got that stain money right there.
Hey, come on now. I mean, look, it's
Yeah, let's give you some claps over there. I mean, I'm
Shout out
saying,
to Stay Low, for
I
sure.
mean, Stay Low's there. They got the money. I mean, you signed to a good record label that's got some
yeah.
great funding. Obviously, shout out to Stainboy, shout out to Fred Merck, shout out to Vaughn. They've been building Stay Low for some time. I see them with the freestyles, yo. I see y'all.
No paperwork, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I think, like you say, and I mean, obviously, Gigi's mentioned this. A lot of people miss that there's no money in South African music, right? Obviously, in South African hip hop music and R&B, right? Obviously, piano right now, that's our gem right now. It's taking off. It's doing amazing things. If you saw Afro Nation, yo, it's wild out there, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, and obviously now, you gotta try and put bread on the table, and using your other skills that you've acquired. We're gonna speak about those things like, yo, you got awards out here too. We got we got to hit it in the building, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as you're saying, trying to be versatile and obviously put yourself, or, have different kind of pies, or, just have a slice of your mega pie that you have. And each slice is obviously accounted for different things that you do, right? Like you said, voiceover artist, actress. Of course, now you're in the music. And what else?
I'm a writer as well.
And you're a writer.
Yeah.
You're like, in terms of like storyboard,
script writing
for movies.
Yeah, for television.
Damn.
Movies are coming. We gonna make that happen as well. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to say, okay, I'm gonna let that happen.
I'm just trying to digest it. You know what I mean? We're having a moment out here.
Yeah.
And it's cool because I mean we're gonna get into let's get into the acting stuff, right?
Right.
You did a Disney series, right? Is it a series? Or
Yeah,
was
it's like an anthology. So it's a series
Right.
of films.
right.
Yeah.
But I mean, you did the one for Nasty was in it,
Yeah.
Gigi Lamaine was in it.
Yeah.
and you were also in it.
Yeah.
Damn. Tell us about is it
Kizazi Moto.
Kizazi Moto, right?
Yeah.
Kizazi Moto. Obviously, you would it's an animated movie series.
Yeah. Animated series, out of Africa. You got different
Right.
directors from all over Africa. And I worked with a great director who's also from Durban. He's also actually a musician, Spook Matambo.
Oh, come on now, Spook.
Yeah, so
Hey man,
he's
that
the
guy,
director. Yeah.
that guy give us that alternative sound, man. Shout out to
He's
Spook,
great.
man.
He's
Yo.
so great. So yeah, but yeah, he I got the audition for this, and initially I was auditioning for another role, and then during the audition, because it was over Zoom, he's like, yo, I actually want to hear you read for the lead. Like, just can I fax you through something, and then you just look over it, and then I want to hear how you sound. And the lead, is the lead of that particular film is a 16-year-old boy, Unjabulo, from Durban. He's a surfer. This is like set years into the future.
Right.
So yeah, like I ended up getting that role, and it was really beautiful.
That's crazy. I mean, what does it feel like? Because now you're not currently acting; you're just providing a voice. I mean,
Yeah.
I've always wondered how do they put it together? Because do you guys read the script first, and then the animators come in, or do the animators come in and then they do the work?
So it's very interesting because I get into the studio and they play. I mean, I already know the story. I'm familiar with the words and sort of I've gotten into character. I've found this character's voice and this character's sort of tone. But you get into the studio and they've got screens, but it's like the screens have the movie animated, but it's not in detail. It's like sketches.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm feeding off the sketches, and then I think they feed off my voice once it's recorded, and then sort of add the
spice.
yeah, exactly.
Right?
Based on how I say
Correct.
things and what I stress.
So
and
it's
what
more
I
like
emphasize.
a skeleton. So I mean, some of the scenes might not be fully graded or color.
Exactly. Yeah,
it might just be
yeah.
black and white for now because it's animation. It takes a long time. It's a process.
Yeah.
And I've always wondered, like, how do they do it? How do they get it so perfect?
Yeah,
Right? Because I mean, you can't have the animator just do the whole story without the actor coming and giving a bit of feeling. You know what I mean? Because the animator then goes back, and obviously with the tones from the voiceovers, they get to add more kind of animation to the character.
Yeah, based on what the actor did, what the voice actor
That's
did.
crazy because I mean, after I saw Nasty did that, it was just after he dropped Zulu Man with Some Power, right? He went kind of quiet, didn't drop anything since then. But I mean, yo, was the chick that good?
I mean, I can't.
Come on.
I won't speak for everybody.
gotta speak for everybody out there, though.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody get different checks.
But you got the lead, though.
But no, well, look, it's like different films. So I got the lead in one sort
Right.
of like episode. So
Okay.
but it's different episodes, it's different
Right,
films. So
right.
I didn't get the overall lead. Like yeah, there are different leads for the different films, right? But what I'm saying is, the executive producer was.
I just want to
of
come
this-
out with the question.
Hold on. All I can say is
Yeah.
the executive producer for it was Peter Ramsey, who was the director for the Spider-Man, the animated Spider-Mans.
Into the Spider-Verse?
Into the Spider-Verse, yeah. So I met him as well. He congratulated all of us on our work, and he's like, yo,
Damn.
you know, great job. So that was really
Great
encouraging.
job.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
And you also did some other well, you were in She's King.
Yeah.
You were also in is it Miseducation, Professionals,
Yeah.
Blood Psalms, Sow the Winter to My Skin, Half the Sky, Measure of a Woman, and of course Between Friends. These are all like high profile joints.
Yeah.
Movies
There's
and
some,
series?
Yeah, movies. There's some box office. There's some Netflix. Miseducations on Netflix. Blood Psalms is on Showmax.
Too many claps out here.
Professionals is actually international. So it's on the CW, which is like an international streaming platform.
Right.
That was with like Brendan Fraser, Tom Welling, like, you know what I mean. So that was
Guys, do you
pretty cool.
understand we're sitting with a superstar out here? Like, I mean, come on.
That was pretty cool, and I did some Chinese co-production as well. You know, so
Yo.
we aired in over 800 cinemas in China. You know, so I
Yo.
went to the premiere in China. So I've been working, man.
Damn.
Rap is tricky, man. I gotta do something else. I gotta pay the rent.
And I'm
the
thinking
bar.
about like, and I'm thinking about it like because if you look at like The Rock, let's take The Rock for example, right? He's come from now he's got shares in WWE, but he's come from that space. And I think the evolution of somebody when they use their gift, their talent, and they evolve it consistently, and they're always using it. But it's also in the space because I mean, did you write for any of these shows that you've done?
No.
Like in terms of music, did you submit? Did anything get played on or like synced?
Yeah. I've done music for She Is King. I've done music for She Is King. There's another series that I did on ETV, Hustle. I did music for them. So yeah, I try to incorporate my other talents. So I will have the conversation. Sometimes it doesn't always work,
right,
but I will have the conversation.
Yo, man, that's the extra bag out there.
For sure.
And it
them
pays for
them licensing deals.
Yo, it pays forever.
Yeah, I feel you.
Right. Yeah. Yo, man. So, and a lot of people think like, they want to expand and we've seen some artists, dabble into acting. And I mean, it might be quick, it might be short. I just saw some other drill artists do Supercell right now. Something Diggs, I think. Diggy D. I think it is, right? He's an artist that's there. Just like also on Top Boy. Canna. Right, he's also an artist, and when the artists do dabble into acting, it sort of like gives them an edge now because they can, and if they're really good, they can kill it. I mean, in South Africa we had we saw Provo go from music to being a presenter.
Yeah.
We saw Stilo Magalito. He was in a Netflix show. Who else, man? I mean, like
Nasty was also in Blood and Water.
Did he have a role in Blood and Water?
Yeah, he was in there. He was like teaching somebody how to rap, or he was in the studio somehow. Like something was there.
Right.
I remember seeing.
I think Youngster also did that as well. Youngster was also in one of the shows on Blood and Water.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it's just it's dope to see, people coming out of their little comfort space, right, or the space that they know best.
Yeah.
And a lot of people out there don't know how to execute or get those jobs. How would one do that?
Man, I think if you're already in the public eye, it does help.
Right.
It's just about talking to people. It's
But
about
it's
networking.
like your catalog ain't that little. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
not
but
like we
that's-
in the shallow end, yo. We in the deep end out here.
I'll say I started off an actor, right? So
Right,
I studied drama and performance. I got my degree in school.
Yo.
Then I did Class Act, which was a reality acting competition in SABC1 back in the day, back
Right.
in the day. And then I went back to school. I finished my degree, and then I moved up to Joburg. But the first thing I did was acting. You know what I mean? So I'll say I started off there, which is why I suppose that catalog is a lot
deep, right?
deeper
Yeah.
than the music. The music
seems
very new.
Right.
You know
And
what
I think also how long you been an artist for? Because now we're coming back to the question like, yo, what inspired the music?
Right. I've been rapping but nothing serious. My first project only dropped in 2020. That's Of Angels and Ancestors.
Right.
So
See,
that
this
it's
is-
been only 4 years of
Right.
actively doing this thing seriously, taking it seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, like this, and this is why we see this. And I was like, no, man, it can't be that deep. You know what I mean? But it's like, how do we miss the quality of the music?
Yeah.
And it's obviously like, how long you been with Stay Low for?
2 years.
2 years, right?
years, yeah.
So I mean, like they on the ground, they really just making great moves and and that sort of
sure.
thing. You dropped also. You have Wept, and then of course you got Fable, and then of course you said you're of Angels and Ancestors, right?
Yeah. That was me. That was before Stay Low. That was like something I did because it was like lockdown. So I just like put together like a makeshift studio.
Right.
I taught myself how to record and I
Wow.
tried to mix and I tried to master. And look, when you listen to that project, it's very raw. You can hear
Yeah.
that this is someone's first attempt at doing any of this technical stuff. But what I love about it is that people focus on what I'm saying instead of how it sounds technically.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why it's still on there. That's why I've kept it up because it's like, okay, cool. People really love this for the message. you
Right.
know, that I'm
And I mean,
telling.
like, you know, if you look at obviously your latest album, shout out to you, over 100 streams already, 100,000 streams already.
Thank you.
Seems, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about it, because the cover now kind of makes sense with all the
Yeah.
threads and stuff, but I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a little bit more to it.
Yeah, for sure. So that's it's an EP because I haven't actually dropped an album yet.
Right.
But yeah, so it's my latest EP. It dropped mid June, and yeah, it's basically seams means bursting at the seams. Sort of excited to give you guys more music, but also an unraveling, seeing
Yeah.
what I'm really made of, as an artist. Which is why the sound for Seams is a little different from the sound for Wept.
Yeah.
The sounds for Seams can be described as a little experimental, just for what I usually do and the type of beats I usually go for.
Yeah.
There's like a groove beat here.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like an R&B thing that
But
I'm doing.
it's more boom bap. You really like you ahead. You're really ahead.
That's where they made me at. You know what
Right?
I'm saying? I can't escape that one.
Do
so.
yourself a favor, go listen to Illa Then. Like, yo,
Yeah.
you're going in there. I'm
Thank
like,
you.
shit. It's
Appreciate
like there's bars up in that mother sucker, right? You also got you also featured on Pretty Ugly's Dust.
Yeah,
Right? So you did
yeah.
Soul Food. That was very,
Soul
very
Food,
cool. And it does, appeal to the name as well. And it's just like, yo, you guys complimented each other on that joint.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. The writing is up there. Well, hence the writer herself, but the writing is up there. Everything is up there. And it's just like, and like you said, obviously coming after COVID, we've seen a lot of artists come out, a lot in all genres, where people are like, trying to, it's basically like a reset for South African music. And whoever gets the wave gets the wave.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you've got great numbers. And it's just like, yo, why are we not seeing you on the lineups?
I feel you, and that's a whole different part of the game, right?
Right.
It's like I'm every time I write something, every time I step into studio, I have to navigate the space between making the type of music I want to make,
Yeah.
but also getting to a point where I'm making music that is performable in a lot of spaces.
Correct.
Right? So right now, obviously, I'm getting the festivals. I've done Back to the City, I've done Rocking the Daisies,
Hey,
I've done
come on.
Street
Of
Fest,
course you gotta do
what I
Rocking
mean?
the Daisies,
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
fair,
Come
that's
on,
fair.
stay low, you know
I
what
had
I
to
mean?
give him some. I had to give him a little some.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done Street Fest as well. So right now I'm getting it's like a festival thing. I've also done a Erratic's show recently. So it
Yes.
feels like these are like niche shows, and I have to get to a point where it's like every weekend something's happening.
Correct.
But that's on me.
Right.
Right? I will take that onto myself and say, okay, cool. Let me work with the type of artist that's already doing that. Let me feature them, or let me
Right.
feature on their song. Let me make the type of hooks,
Right.
that could get the crowd going like
sure,
that.
for
You know what I
sure.
mean? Like that's on me.
Like, I was listening to something, and I'm like, yo, you got really good listening music, right? I mean, Seems is a listening album.
Yeah.
You can listen to it over and over. It's it's got a timeless kind of record on it. And I think if you really dive into the words, if you dive into the songs, it makes sense. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm saying, like, your style, and also like she was like, yo, for the freestyle, give me a boom bap beat. And I'm just like, relax, got you. Just, it's all a surprise out here. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And I think it's cool that from the acting into the music space, you've come in with a lot of substance. You know what I mean? And like you said, you've only dropped EPs. Is there a reason for that?
Well, I mean, for me, it just feels like I just got here, so
Okay.
I've just felt like a lot of testing the waters,
Right.
What I will say is that I'm definitely in album mode. Definitely looking to drop my debut album very soon. I don't have a date yet, but
Yeah.
I'm letting the music happen, and I'm getting into studio with a lot of really, really talented creatives. So I am definitely ready, but it did feel like, man, like, let me let me know who I am first.
Right.
Because the minute an album comes out, that's who you are at that point in time anyway. With an EP, you can afford to play and you can afford to almost make mistakes and like try this.
100%.
And that doesn't work, you know?
It doesn't have to be, 100% throwaway. It's got to be something of like, yo, we're trying these kind of sounds.
See how people respond.
Correct.
And then that informs the album.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's really, really cool because, I mean, like, once again, check out Seams. It's out on all digital streaming platforms.
Yeah.
It's that, like I said, iller than that joint right there. Like, yo, you're punching people out there. You're hitting niggas, for real. And shout out to you because, I mean, like, obviously, your girl, Rocks, Paper, Scissors. Your guys are making the waves. Shout out, she's on 5FM right now.
Metro.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
It's fine. Same building.
Same building,
but,
right next to each other,
yeah.
SABC.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she's on SABC. She's on SABC radio, but on Metro FM.
For sure.
Right? And your guys are making the moves. Is there quality in being a power couple?
Oh, absolutely. I got a free DJ, you know what I'm saying? Like, like in the house.
You know what that means, right? The paycheck's going to the rent.
Exactly. Come on now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just gotta be like, hey, baby, are you available? I've got a gig.
Right.
You know what I mean? Obviously, she's got her gigs and she's got her radio show.
Right.
So we sort of have to navigate that. But when she is available, she shows up all the time.
For sure.
She knows all my music. She knows how to
I
make
see how
me
you're
sound
rolling.
really
You're
good.
rolling like 2 Black Panthers out here. You're always like
Got
Black
to.
Panthering.
Oh my
Black
goodness.
Power. And I'm like, these 2, but okay. I see y'all.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
it's fire, and it's cool to see that, when people work it out, especially like in the industry, like, we're talking about industry relationships, right?
Yeah.
For it to work out, it's got to work, it's got to make sense. And of course, like, being a DJ is tough, right? Especially because you're always out on the weekends, and the attention you get is totally different to somebody who's like on the come up. I would say, like, for you hitting 100,000 streams, it's like, yo, maybe
in
the
like
streams
3 weeks, man. That's crazy for me.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Stalo. They're doing the damn job out
For
here.
sure, yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, like, it's cool because, I mean, everybody's thriving within the relationship.
Yeah.
How do you manage when she's getting more attention than what you are?
I don't have a problem with that.
Right? And
I
and
don't
vice
have a
versa,
problem.
right?
Yeah, no, we good. We don't have those issues.
And when other hands are hitting on your hands, or both of you?
I'll sit and watch. We'll see what happens. You can try. You can
feel me?
try.
Even the dudes will be out
You
there.
can try. Like, I mean, I'm not like, for me to be really
Zulu look like he'll throw a
worried
punch
about
or something, you know what I mean? Zulu
I
might-
mean, look, if there's like a line, obviously. You know, there's like
We
a
know the
line.
line, right,
The
right.
minute you make her feel uncomfortable, I'll
Yeah.
have to step in.
It's like,
you know
yo,
what I mean?
yo, yeah, yo.
Yeah, now
Hey,
she's
yo.
feeling comfortable. Now I can see. Then I have to step
Yo,
in.
yo.
But
I'm
come up,
strapped out, you know what I mean?
give her a hug. It's all good.
Or you pull out a Shambok. Hey, I'm from Durban
I'm
out
from
here.
Durban. Come on now.
Mecca. Once the name Zulu Mecca, where does it come from?
Oh man, so I've had many.
We wanna hear all of them.
No, there is,
What was the first one?
Nah, I can't tell you, Net, because
Aye.
I can't tell you because some of the music under those aliases is still on the internet, and I
That's
don't
the
want
one that goes up there.
nobody. No, it must never be heard by anybody.
Right.
God, that was terrible at first.
No, we want to know though.
No. You
That's
don't
what this is,
we
yo.
don't
This is
need to do that. We don't need to.
Come
do that.
on,
we
though.
don't need to do that. So,
But it's for the
Zulu
people.
Mecca's the one that matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Zulu
but it's for the
Mecca's-
people. They want to know.
is the
Can't you
only-
what name?
Nah.
Because you know people always have this evolution. Like we see people change their name, and now they're this, now they're that, and it's like, okay, but Kanti, how many aliases do you have?
But the music is no longer me, and I guess that's
Right.
why I'm sort of reluctant to share it because, it's still out there somewhere in existence. I'm sure some people still have it, because people used to support and download and stream. But it's no longer me. I used to lie a lot in my music.
People still be lying out here, man.
Exactly. So Zulu Mecca is the first sort of incarnation that tells the truth. And
What was the worst line in your raps?
my nigga, I was lying about everything. I was lying about like being in the club. I never said foot in the club, bro. I was lying about being in the club with the bottles. I didn't know anything about that kind of lifestyle. I'm still not a club person. I don't do that, It's not who I am. But I was lying about it. I was lying about, cars this, girls this, club this, alcohol this.
Does it make it a difference when an artist comes out saying that, we can, I mean, obviously it's like one of the parts of speaking into existence is the manifestation, right?
Yeah. It's definitely aspirational, but I just felt like I was lying.
Right, I
just
get you.
felt like
You were just
a
flexing.
fraud. Yeah.
A flexing fraud.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And when you hear other rappers doing this in South Africa, like, doesn't it make you cringe a little bit because it's like, yo, you lied about that and you never did it.
yeah. But also you can tell. I mean, social media has exposed so much
Yeah.
of people's lives.
Sure.
And I'm not even talking about the artist's social media. I'm talking about like you can be pulling up somewhere, or you can be doing your groceries and someone's recording you.
Right.
So we know you're live. You know what I mean? Like we see it.
Yeah.
So there's no need to lie. I get it. There's aspirational raps, but I feel like aspirational raps should be done by people who are actually living
Doing
that
it, right?
lifestyle.
But I mean, if you look at Kaz, Kaz always said he was going to do these things and he definitely did it.
So if you put it like that, if you frame it like that, if you say, if it's like a wait till I get my money right kind of tone, that's different. You can
Right.
rap about money in that sense, right?
Right.
But I feel like if you're gonna tell us that you have a certain something and that rap got you that thing,
Right.
it better be true, because there's someone there that believes you. There's a kid there that wants to quit school and start rapping because you said this rap thing got you an AMG or a what or a
Right,
what or
right.
a what. So I just feel like it's irresponsible to a degree
Right.
to lie, because there are very impressionable consumers out there that look up to you. So even if you lie about like, oh, I sold drugs to do this thing, it better be the truth. It better be the
Well,
truth.
someone's
We know
going to come
your
and
lives.
find you.
You know what I'm saying? We know your lives,
Don't
guys.
come
We
and
know,
push.
y'all
Don't push
ain't
that food on my
thugs.
block, man. You
Y'all
know?
ain't thugs, bro. Stop.
Yo, there's a lot of cats who think they thugs, but they're not.
what I mean?
Right? And I
Yeah.
think that's so it's good that you're speaking about this, and it's good we're speaking about it, because a lot of people are trying to infringe that they this, and it's kind of a lot of fake or frauds. Being a fraudster is not really cool, and that's when I can hear in the music that as whoever you were before, now you're Zulu Mecca. Obviously, fine, you're still Mandisa, but I mean,
Yeah.
still, you can hear in your body of work now that you're not trying to flex on stuff that you don't have.
Yeah.
You're just flexing about like real life shit that's happening. But of course, like, yo, the catalog speaks for yo. I mean, like, hey, she really doing the damn things, and that's a cool thing. It's like. And do you think that you can speak about those things because you've got the acting background, you've got the experience, you've got the proof that, hey, I've done shit that you haven't really done, right? And that's why I can come and flex on you like this a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think if you're that guy, you don't have to say it all the time.
Sure.
And that for me is like,
shout out.
I let the work speak for itself. I let the music speak for itself. I'm not a fan of rapping about rapping. You know what I mean? I'll do it every once in a while. I'll do it every once in a while as a reminder, but I'm not a fan of like every single song of mine. I must tell you, I'm dope.
I'm gonna body
you can hear it.
Yo.
If it's true, you can hear it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sorry. So yeah, like I am now in a point where I'm much more relaxed.
Sure.
About that. I'd rather like tell stories that people can relate to. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Because
yeah.
not everybody can relate to being a dope rapper. There's very few of us. There's very few of us.
Yo, there is very few of us, and I
Very few of us.
think, and it's also like the way you put it together. I think that's the cool part of it. It's like I'm flexing on you, but I'm not sure I'm gonna jab you or I'm gonna diss you like this or like that or know that I'm top tier or whatever the case may be. But it's like just the way in your structures, in your writing, how you put it together. It's all these subliminal things, but it's not directly like some dudes. Yo, I'm gonna body you, blah blah blah, and hey, check me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, but hey, also check out your brand. Well, not brand new, but I mean it's been it's been a while. It's been a while, but
Yeah,
culture.
That's from Wept. Yeah, that's from Wept.
That's from Wept,
that
right?
dropped 2022.
Yeah, so you can check that out. That's out on YouTube as well. It's called Culture by Zulu Mecca.
Yeah.
Tell us about this. Were you also involved in the artistic side of this?
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Children of Midas. They're the creative collective that shot this, and we sort of sat down and conceptualized it. And I wanted to bring who I am to it, and they sort of met me artistically there, which
Right.
is really, really beautiful. Yeah, it's one of my favorite music videos for sure.
I think, when you do see certain music videos, you can see when the thought is gone into the process. It's
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's like, you put some energy behind it. Because, I mean, a lot of people today, I get like the consumption of music is kind of like very short. So you got to like kind of punch them and hit them in the face visually as quickly as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And I see here that, this is very, very dope. They got the two angles where it's both of you in the scene. Well, you in
Yeah.
one scene, but there's two different angles, which is very, very cool.
Yeah.
I like it when people go out of their way, even if you're on the come up, you go out of your way to make your visuals dope. And I always told us to up and coming artists, like, listen, if your music doesn't sound dope, kill them with the visuals.
I love that.
Right?
Yeah.
If it's not hitting, then at least captivate them somehow.
For sure.
Right? Go check out my music video, and people go like, yo, that's a dope music video. Like you put some thought behind it. Like, you did something. And because then what that would lead to is the next song.
Exactly.
Or go back to the catalog.
For sure.
Right?
For
Because
sure.
some people don't get it. Because you can be dope and you can be artistically dope as well. But if you only got one going for you,
Yeah, for sure. It's the same with live performance as well.
correct. Yeah.
So if you know that the song is not really great,
Yeah.
your performance has got to be on entertain us.
Does Rox tell you like, yo,
Entertain us.
you gotta fix that shit?
She got some notes. But it's nothing I don't already know because I'm an
Yeah.
overthinker. I'm very like pedantic about like my life.
She's also just as much of an overthinker, right?
Exactly. So I'll get off stage. I'm buzzing. People love me. And
Yeah.
babe, just like
Come on now.
work on your breathing a little bit. I'm like, damn, I thought I killed that. Damn,
Yeah.
I gotta breathe.
But I think it's good when it comes from a good place
Of
because I
course,
think,
no.
just like going back to like, you can be a great studio artist, but you can be a shitty performer.
For sure.
And that's why we've got this thing called Shoot Your Shot. And, we invite artists from the podcast to come and perform. And we want to
fire.
see, like, can you perform as dope as your music sounds?
Hit me up. Put me on, Switch.
Yo, you heard it,
Put
T.
me on, Switch.
Yo, I'm just saying, she's coming to the next
Come
one.
on, let me perform.
We got some great news coming to you guys. Yo, you'll see it on the socials. We're going to a brand new city. We're going to be doing Shoot Your Shot.
Oh, fire.
So make sure you check that out. Of course, make sure you follow @Put Me On Switch. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the interviews, share the freestyles. I'm talking about freestyles, you know what I
Oh my
mean?
God.
But yeah, so Shoot Your Shot is basically, because obviously, you come and do the interview, like, you got great interview skill,
Yeah.
right? Not a lot of artists have that. It'll just be like, I'm saying, I'm saying, yeah.
Shout out type shit.
type shit, right? And that's exactly what it is because you can be great in studio, but get on stage, you suck.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And if you don't have somebody telling you like, yo, you suck, that was a shitty show.
Do better.
Go do better,
Yeah, for
right?
sure,
And I mean, that's why rehearsals are so important. Like a lot of artists, do they rehearse? Do they rehearse with their DJ? Because if you don't, and just like Rox saying, like your breathing was off, that means you didn't rehearse. Right? And that's the thing, like, if I do a show with the artist, like, yo, let's rehearse. So like, we can get the timing right. So we know exactly what's happening. Not like, yo, DJ, the next song. Yo, you messed it up. Stick to the plan and just do what you gotta do and then be out.
For sure. No, I'm big on that. Sure. I'm it's something that I'm constantly working on. Like I'll like be in the gym on the treadmill rapping
That's
all my
crazy.
songs,
Yo,
rapping all
working
my
out,
songs,
dog.
Yeah, so just so I can, expand that lung capacity and do better. I mean, yes, it gets tricky. Like I've been sick, right? I'm only starting to get better now. So now I have to start again.
Right.
When I get better, I have to get back into the gym and try and get my lungs to that place where they were. So it's like it's constantly having to work on yourself.
And I mean, I think it's different because you've got the acting experience, so you know how to vocate, you know how to to express, so you know how to become Zulu Mecca when it's time to be Zulu Mecca. You know what I mean? I think that's a lot of people where they don't understand. It's like, yo, now it's time for you to be the artist you claim to be.
Yeah.
So you gotta go for it now. You know what I mean? And I think that's a dope thing. But yo, we're gonna get into it. Yo, you gotta listen. You gotta listen. You feel me? We're stretching though. We're not at the gym though.
Hey?
We're not at the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but you gotta be
but
now.
I still gotta work it out. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta work it out.
All right, we're gonna get into it. It is that time. We're hanging out with none other than Zulu Mecca, and of course, it's your boy DJ Switch, the Mixtape King, and we're checking out Shani J. We got Zulu Mecca in the building.
Yeah.
Yo, it's the Switcher, baby. Yes, sir. Coming from Am Studios.
Mecca, I am not your role model. The most y'all getting from me is some broken promises soaked in the overconfidence of a bloke who ain't got what he offers. Don't bother giving me all of you, I'm a charlatan. If I say I'm a god again, just beg my pardon. I'm a harlot with a heart of gold, hardly worth the follow. I've been borrowing tomorrow's sorrow, bottling tears, compensate for all of the parts where my heart wasn't there. So see me as a leader at your own peril. That means believe in me, but peep the things I don't tell you. I need my secrets, I'm a heathen reading ghost stories. I'm at the pew with no clue on how I'm supposed to feel. My soul was at ease, but I poked the beast for no reason. I spoke real shit and awoke the most demons. The whole evening, preaching on both knees, breathing.
Hey, let's go.
I got it.
No, that was good enough for me. That was good enough for me.
Damn,
Okay.
all right. Go check out the music. Bro.
I always like the first one. The first one you always come ready for, like, yeah, let's go. And I know you're under the weather a little bit, but shout out for pulling up on that.
I got it.
You got another one?
Appreciate you. Nah. Let me go heal first. I'll be back though. I told you, Twitch. I got you.
Come on.
I'll give you 3 next time.
No, we want it right now.
I'll give you 3 next time.
Yo, man, Seams out there.
Yeah.
Come on,
go check out Seams.
Okay, give us something you've written. I chose some beats for you. We can go to by the other AKA.
Nah.
You know, yes, Shani J, your boy DJ Switch.
Yeah.
We got Zulu Mecca in the building.
I'm gonna give you that verse that you like so much.
Oh, please do.
I'm gonna give you that verse that you like so much. Listen. I am in no physical condition to listen to whack shit. I react quick, my innards just fill up with mad filth, like I'm bad built. My back giving in and my hands rigor. I'm stuck and my middle fingers is up, but I can't quit. I'm that sick of the shit they be shoving, my throat finna swell. The throne sits swine and there's one too many goats in the pen. When there's 2 in the bush and they both in the ark, then you go for the jugular till one of you puts a ghost in the shell. Cause I am not mentally meant to consume what you offer up. The lack of still is attacking my will to live. I'm enough. I jumped right off the top of the tallest wall in the rush. Cause all in all, what you spit got me choking, coughing up blood. Fuck your algorithm, written album, all of it can go. Gave that shit a listen, niggas got to calling me Van Gogh. A part that you can get with songs for me to hear. On God, the engineers at fault, he never cleared the vote. I'm about to drop, iller than your average. I'm about to drop, sicker than your last shit. I'm about to drop.
Go check it out. It seems it's out on DSPs right now. Yo, man, go listen. Obviously, we freestyle a little bit. We put another beat on it, and yo,
appreciate it, man.
You ain't playing.
Hey, man, there's no time.
You ain't playing.
There's no time, no money to play with. You know what I'm saying?
So we're going into Women's Month, and we're gonna have a series of. I think there'll be another artist that might be just breaking the men's silence in Women's Month.
Yeah.
But we're going to Women's Month. What would you say is your stand-up? We get stand-up guys, we get stand-up women. What is your stand-up stance for women in South Africa?
Man,
especially you're part of the LGBT community as well.
Yeah. It's it's crazy when I think about the world. I thought we'd be a lot more advanced by now, mentally, but it seems like there's a regression in terms of like just so much hate and so much, bigotry and so much discrimination still. I thought we'd be a whole lot more better as a society. But my biggest thing is don't harm. There wouldn't be a need to protect women if there wasn't harm to women. So that's what we have to go back to, right? And then work our way forward. Don't harm. Everybody needs to keep their hands to themselves.
I feel you.
And yeah, this harm is undoing a lot of things that we should have moved past.
Sure, and I mean it's from both sides, just not from interjecting, from a guy's side, but it's from both sides because either or, you can harm each other.
But that's what I said. Everybody needs to keep their hands to themselves. That's why I said that because
there we go. That's right.
But yeah, look, the numbers speak for themselves. But I'll always advocate for women. Always advocate for women. Always advocate. Not because I am a woman, just because I feel like there's odds and they're a bit stacked against one group of people. So I think if everybody decides, all right, cool, keep your hands to yourself, and let's respect each other, then we can win.
Definitely, that's fire. That's a powerful message right there. And all I can say is when the Huns come on the show, not saying that you're Hun, but just saying when the women, the ladies come on the show, they're racking up the space out here. They're giving us, they're giving us hard. Once again, shout out for you for coming through.
Thank you so
I know
much.
You've been under the weather. I know we got you. Well, we try to get you because you're busy filming. You also got a series that you're busy with right now?
Yeah, actually, I'm on Showmax. It's called Mpini. It's a telenovela, so y'all can check that out. New episodes drop every week, so you can go check me out in my other element.
Yo, gotta pick up. I don't know. You want me to be your bodyguard or something?
You know what's crazy? I play a bodyguard in the film, in the telenovela.
Telekinesis right here.
You know what I'm saying? You felt me. So that's crazy. No, it's set in the world of like private security.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? Like the security guards to like the president or these high profile celebrities. So it's set in that world and what the things that go on there. So it's really, really interesting.
What's the best role you've played?
I can't choose. That's my babies. I can't choose.
You gotta choose. Like you gotta be like, yo, this is the one.
Man, That's crazy. I played an extraterrestrial being from the future once. Said 3,000 years in the future in a film called Stillborn that was on Netflix. So I had to like cut my head locks at the time. It was years ago, but I had to cut my locks. I went bald.
Yo.
It was beautiful, yeah. So that's probably,
crazy.
because it challenged me the most. I'm like, who is this person? How do they move? How do they breathe? Because they're not human.
Right.
So I can't approach them like a human being.
Right.
They're very still. They blink in a certain way. They talk in a certain way because they're not of Earth.
Do you apply some of your acting skills to your music?
Yeah.
On performances mostly?
No, definitely. When I want to play around with voice, when I want to play around with character, I'm starting to write more and more in that vein right now. What I can say is that some of my acting training informs a lot of my rapping, like the warm-ups that I'll do. And
what is a good warm-up? Maybe y'all guys should take some notes, because some of y'all are cracking out there.
Do the tongue twisters, man. You know what I mean?
Tongue twisters?
Like she sells seashells on the
seashore?
seashore. But those, like those ones, right? But what that helps with is enunciation, right? Because we want to hear what you're saying.
100%.
If you use words to communicate, we need to hear those words. And
of course,
what they
articulation.
Are. Exactly.
I always tell us we cannot hear what you're saying.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like the mumble rap is all cool and all that kind of stuff, and we get it. It gets
works
us jiggy.
sometimes.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. You know what I mean? I'm always just like, make it right.
Especially if you say you're a lyrical rapper.
Genius. You know what I mean?
Know what I mean? If
we
you
got
say that. One more thing, on top of that, in the same sort of vein, I just want to encourage rappers to read.
Hey!
No, not in a bad
big
way,
claps
but it's
right
like
there. That's a big one.
But like a lot of these young cats will come up to me. It's like, yo, what I gotta do to write like you, Zulu Mecca? I wanna write like you, and I'm like, do you read? And they're like, nah, not really. And I'm like, yo, if you say words are your art, then consume as many words as possible. So so you have a large vocabulary, so you can use them in a better way.
Correct.
So it's those exercises, and then it's
not every second was gonna be fuck.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and
it's
you don't have to read. You can read like one book a month.
Yo,
that's not
easy.
pressure. That's 12 books a year. That's not much.
That's easy.
That's easy. So as long as you start expanding your vocabulary, I think you can get to a point where you then use it.
Yeah.
And then, automatically your rhymes become more interesting.
And on that note, Zulu Mecca, your boy DJ Switch. Until another one next week, we out. Booyakasha. Is that a cut?